And away we go here for Xbox Division 3.
Still wheel to wheel coming out of turn 19.
Tries to go down the inside of Desio. Desio giving him space, but not by much.
Oh, and he's oversteered, and he spun.
They're side by side, off the track, neck and neck.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Tuesday night edition of Xbox PPR. Oh, got some echo from my MacBook. Great. So we are at Monza, the Temple of Speed. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the drivers are going to be going that fast, as looks like we have some rain. All the drivers are on inters. See who's on their outlap. Fantastic. We got 19 drivers tonight. So who would want to miss Monza? Let's see if we can get an update on the race weather. We have a wet race, then I think D2 is just cursed. All season, I swear they're the only division that have gotten wet races. Monza, of course, very high-speed track. You have to hold it in the corners, carry as much speed as you can, especially over here in Ascari. This can make or break your lap. This third sector here is very underrated. Parabolica, you can also gain a lot of time as well and get yourself a great launch onto the starting straight. So Fantas is about to round Parabolica right now and start his hot lap. Gets a little wiggly already. Let's hope it's a dry race. Maybe he's got his dry setup on. It's just before the 100-meter board. Very hard to get on the traction there as he heads to Curva Grande now. Ooh, cuts a little bit too much of that curb. It's gonna slow him down just a little bit. Brakes at the 100-meter board. Going into a chicane. Not too bad at all. Go to Lesmo 1, down to third gear. Lesmo 2 now, third gear again. Fantastic, looking to set the pace here. Just staying on the limit there, right on the edge. Doesn't validate. $10 sets a 128.8. Oh, fantastic. Getting a little squirrely again. That has to be a dry setup. It's a 129.9. Money Hustard. Oh. Validate his lap. Marlin goes P2 with a 128.9. Right on board with Delirious, the championship leader. Errol Brackish with a 128.7. Ace beats it with a 128.5. Times are starting to come down. 128.4 for It's Dury. see what the championship leader could do. Expertly done there. Doesn't invalidate. Takes as much track as he possibly could. And he is going to abort it. Maybe he wasn't doing one the whole time. Anyways, unsighted port, 129.1. Killer F1 doesn't look to be on a hot lap, is he? Of course, formerly known as Weiser Square. Cycling with a 139.9, that's definitely a banker for him. Money Hustard goes right behind his teammate in P5 with a 128.8. Tazonic and Delirious both with pretty slow times. Definitely have more pace than that. See them go for another try. Killer F1 129.9. Killer F1's going for another one. Unsighted port, meanwhile, up to pole position 128.2. Killer just not able to nail this chicane. Second lap in a row, and then Delirious shows his pace to 128.1. Tazonic retires. Death Ghost collides with him. Interesting. Definitely have to see the clips later on. This Killer F1's looking to improve his time. It's looking good. What is it going to be? It's a 129. Oh, it's P10. Downward leave, still yet to settle up. Let's see what downward leave can do. Very smooth in the chicane. Goes to Lesmo 1. Goes a little deep out of Lesmo 2. It's going to compromise his exit onto this short straight. Heads into Ascari. It's a good entry, but a little wobbly on the exit. Keeps the car though. Impressive by downward leaf. That was some great car control. It's very early for Parabolica, but will he get on the power early? Yes, he will. Doesn't look like an outstanding time though. Probably a 129. It's a 129.7, so that's P16. Redeemer is still on his outlap, yet to set a lap. Perpetual Rain as well. You would have thought Perpetual Rain would be doing pretty well in the rain, but I guess not. It's $10 whole on a lap. He's currently 58 thousandths down, 58 hundredths I should say. It's a pretty good exit onto the straight. And $10 whole has lost it on the exit of Ascari. Marlon is up on his time. He's up by 6/10, just about. Oh, gliding, and did he invalidate there? No, he didn't. Marlon doing a good job of getting on the power. What's it going to be? A 128. Oh, that is pole for Marlon. Well, provisionally, of course. Let's see if anybody has a response. Delirious on his outlap, about to start a hot lap. He's going to round the Parabolica right now. It's Dury with a 127.6. The times are starting to come down, and Delirious, he's really going to have to push on this lap now if he wants to improve. He hits a top speed of 330 kilometers per hour. Slows down very well and gets to the chicane very well, actually. That's a great exit as well. Let's see how this is relative to his previous time. Oh, and he's down by 2.5 tenths. Can he gain those 2.5 tenths back? And then some. Yep, and he's going to go for another one. See, Ace on his hot lap. It's right on board with him. He's triples a sector. He's up by 4/10. This is looking like a top 3, top 4 time. See how that exit was out of Parabolica. I'm not sure that was the greatest, but oh, he improves by almost 8/10, so that's a 127.7 P2 for Ace. Bunny Hustard looking to improve on his time as we see a BWT end plate on the ground at Lesmo 1. See what Money Hustler can do here. It's up by 5/10. Everybody looking to bring those times down. Petrol Rain still the only one to not have set a lap. Looking good for Money Hustard. What's it gonna be? It's a 128.1, so that's P5 for Money Hustard. He should have enough time to go back into the pits if he needs to get another fresh set of inters on and do another lap. King Kirk down by 2/10. Arrow Brackish still on his outlap. Indian Cyclone basically on par with his previous time. Cyclone really nursing the car through Ascari. He's Delirious with a 127.8. It's 129.0 for Indian Cyclone, so that's P15 so far. Not sure if he'll get a chance to do another one unless he stays out. Here goes Fantas. He's starting a hot lap. And Night Shrimp retires. And Fantas invalidates his lap. Shadow Wolf on 3-lap old tires, but he's up on his time, and that was a very smooth exit out of Lesmo 2. Really pushing his car to the limit here. Downward leaf improves to a 128.1. It's looking good from Shadow Wolf. What's it going to be? It's a 127.4. That is pole, ladies and gentlemen. Dury will want to respond, so will Ace. Delirious looking like he might get a chance to do another lap right at the end. And not sure what happened to Ace there. Maybe he's just warming up his tires in a different way. Not sure if he's going to improve on this lap after that. Unsighted port has left the session. Not sure who unsighted port is, but we invite. Let's see how Ace is doing through this first sector. He's down by 1/10.5. Perpetual Rain sets P9 and retires. So it looks like Ace is improving. Dury, on the other hand, let's see how he can do. He purples the first sector, improves just a little bit on his time. He can keep this up, then he can challenge for pole. Looking really quick for Dury. See how he does going around Parabolica. The 127.1. That is pole. That is how you do it right at the death. Dury grabbing pole position. Still don't know if it's going to be a wet race or a dry race. Kingkirk definitely not improving. He's going to have to go backwards a lot faster than that. Just take in the scenery. Prepares to box. Go through our order. Dury P1 with a 127.1, 3/10 ahead of P2, which is Shadow Wolf and the Haas. Ace with a 127.7, P3. Money Hustard and Delirious with 127.8s, P4 and P5. And then we go into the 128s. We got Marlin P6, Downward Leaf P7, Unsighted Port P8, Perpetual Rain P9. Phantas P10, Darky Ghosty P11, Indian Cyclone P12, King Kirk, his teammate P13, Aero Brackish P14, Killer F1 P15, Night Shrimp P16, $10 P17, Death Ghost, whoever that is, P18, and LDR Redeemer P19, and Tazonic P20. Death Ghost does have a 5-place grid penalty, so he will be starting at the back of the grid. Don't know who just lagged out. So it looks like we do have a dry race. This is definitely going to be one of the most interesting races. We have fast drivers all along the grid. We're going to watch them try to make their way through the field, through the slipstreams, through the furies of ERS deployment. Let's see, do we have a formation lap? We do. We have Money Hustard on mediums, Marlin on mediums. Gonna have to see how they do. I'm not sure if that is the right call if you're that far up the grid. Indian Cyclone on mediums, Aero Brackish on mediums, $10 and LDR Redeemer also on mediums. So it should make for an interesting fight all along the grid. Two disqualified runners on the formation lap, King Kirk and Killer F1. Their tires will hopefully not be minus 200 degrees Celsius like TRL Limitless was at Baku. Can't say TRL Limitless is fast enough. But now we gotta get ready for this race. This is going to be a very interesting turn one. We had a yellow flag in sector one. Dury gets a commanding start. He's got P1 going into the corner. Oh, and there goes his teammate around the outside of Shadow Wolf. And Tazonic setting the fastest lap of 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Looks like everybody gets off relatively clean. Killer F1 is all the way back in P20, so he's going to have to climb through the whole grid. Got a racing point as unsighted port really cutting the chicane there. Battle closer to the back. Aero Brackish ignoring blue flag. What is going on? Whoa, we have a Red Bull going all over the place. Shadow Wolf is very close to Hey Ace. And take advantage of this slipstream going into turn one. As we wait a moment for the leaderboards to get sorted out. Tazonic beating his fastest lap by 1.5 minutes. Remarkable. So Shadow Wolf gets by. Money Hustard is right there. He's going to want to take the position from him. Ace goes very deep, but defends the position successfully. Petrol Rain making the move on Nitrip, but Nitrip is going to come back at him. Decides not to make a move in Ascari, as we still have blue flags. Gotta love this game. As we have a Ferrari. Not sure who that was, but he was in the grass. These leaderboards are just too crazy to keep up with right now. Trying to find some action as Ghosty is looking to make a move on Fantas. Oh, he really thought about it. He was very late on the brakes there. Oh, gives a little tap on the rear end to Fantas. Tells him to get a move on. We gotta catch up to unsighted port. Fantas now not able to defend with DRS as well. Ghost is going to want to make a move quickly on him. He is all over him. And not a chance for Fantas here. Ghosty's going to have to make the move. Fantas really holding it in there. Very tight battle there. Not sure why they wanted to go for that at Ascari. It's unsighted port. Very close to Money Hustard. Delirious gets by a Shadow Wolf. This Dury right now building a 2 second plus gap. It's at 2.6 now. Ghosty and Fantas still fighting. Oh, Fantas taking that unusual line he had in qualifying. Thought it was just weather prohibited. Oh, and he just loses it completely on the curb. Keeps the car alive though, but he's got Marlon breathing right down his neck. Petrol Rain is back there as well, and so is King Kirk. It's very close. And Marlon's definitely got the launch now. Marlon won't have to wait too much longer. His mediums should be getting faster as the laps go by. Fantas really holding them back now as it's almost out of Darky Ghosty's DRS. Huster getting a little out of shape. Unsighted port is going to look to attack. Of course, drivers knowing to use their ERS at the Curva Grande. Straight. Curve straight. Petrol Rain still with a lot of ERS to play with. Is Marlon looking to make a move on Fantas, but still not able to. Crew has caught back up to Ghosty though. Not sure what happened to Ghosty. He's lost a lot of pace. Great reactions by Perpetual Rain. Oh, and $10 gets into a severe collision with Tazonic. This is just not getting any better for Tazonic. Oh man, how many severe collisions? RIP Alpha indeed. Of course, we have another Alpha in the front here. Now with the safety car, driver's gonna go out on the hards. Is anybody gonna try going on mediums to the end? It's definitely possible. Let's see what Dury went in the pits for. He's out in P4. Dury elects for hards, Shadow Wolf and Delirious electing for mediums, Unsighted Port mediums, Money Hustard hards, Petrol Rain mediums, Hey Ace, Fantas, Aero Brackish all on hards, Night Shrimp going on softs, so he's gonna have to pit again. Indian Cyclone is on hards, Downward Leaf on softs, so we'll have to pit again. Tazonic gets his lucky break. He's going back to the back of the pack, but Definitely gonna need to get those time penalties removed. Shout out to the 12 viewers on YouTube, 3 viewers on Twitch. We're at the Temple of Speed and we have the inevitable safety car. Darky Ghosty right now leading the pack, deciding to stay on his softs and play track position. Interesting strategy by Ghosty to get as much time as he could under the safety car. He's going onto hard tires. And if it's any consolation, he still gets out ahead of Tizonic. We got 2 Honda powered cars at the back of the grid. We have a Honda powered car at the front of the grid. Right now, Dury is surrounded by people who have not pit. So, looking pretty good for him, but he's gonna have to watch out for Shadow Wolf and Delirious. Both on mediums. Look, you can take those to the end. The safety car will come in this lap. Let's see when Marlon gets going. Oh, it looks like he's gone. Oh, and doesn't get a great exit out of Parabolica. But he stays ahead of King Kirk just enough. He's got half a tenth on him, so he's going to have turn 1 uncontested. Delirious getting by Shadow Wolf. That is a crucial move, and he's going to want to look to take on Killer now. Take advantage of those mediums while he has all the life he has in them, while those hards still take time to heat up. It's fantastic. Gets a 3-second time penalty. Got battles everywhere at the back. Fantastic. Always fighting himself in a tangle with Ghosty this race. Oh, and Ghosty. Now he's behind Downward Leaf. Ghosty get damage. Oh, can't get that camera view. Money Hustard. It's coming out of Ascari. Look at all the cars. It's not what I'm viewing. We have an Alpha who decides not to go down the inside. Money Hustler does go a little bit wide. They're wheel to wheel now. Who is that Alpha taking that deadly inside line? It's Death Ghost, the person that we don't know anything about. Money Hustler's gonna fight back though. Fair racing by both of them. Ghost on 9-lap-old softs. Delirious still behind Killer F1. King Kirk getting very close to Marlin though. Here goes Night Shrimp as he makes the move on Ace. He's going to want to make up a lot of time, not that kind of time. And there goes another warning. I think he actually got both there, so that might be 6 seconds for Night Shrimp. Is King Kirk going to have DRS here? No, we have to wait one more lap. Nice battle going on in the midfield. Oh, and who was that? Was that Death Ghost going into the back of Night Shrimp? And that is a death sentence for Death Ghost. You'll have to pit for a new wing. You'll want to go on to some medium tires. Petrol Rain almost losing it. Brackish looking to get interested in this midfield battle. Meanwhile, Killer F1 very close to Dury. Oh, and he gets a very good run. Then Dury hops on the ERS. Night Shrimp gets it by LDR Redeemer. Night Shrimp gets a 10-second time penalty. Dury has left Killer F1 behind for now. Still looking to get by Marlin as King Kirk has made it past Marlin. King Kirk will try to build as much of an advantage as he can. Killer F1 looked like he got a little bit squabbly there. And this is going to leave him prone to Delirious's attack. Looks like Delirious is going to make another crucial move up the field. He looks to join in on this battle. Darky Ghosty with a 3-second time penalty. Field is inseparable at the moment. We have a DRS train going all the way to P7. Well, Marlin has now fallen out of DRS from King Kirk, so we won't get DRS here. That means he's going to be prey to Dury. Oh, and Night Shrimp has DNF'd. that going to be another safety car? No, it's going to be a virtual safety car. And that could have been King Kirk's chance if it only happened just a little bit earlier. He could have pit for soft tires. So that's 3 out of the race. $10 whole. Darky Ghosty and Nitrimp will be joining them. Radicus could use some coffee, you're absolutely right, Jamie. As we are back racing. Delirious has a launch on Dury, but Dury slams in the ERS. Just in case you've just joined us, this is the battle for provisional P1, and Dury is out in front now. 2 cars ahead of Delirious. Oh, Delirious. Getting a little jumpy on the throttle. At this point, Marlon is just holding Delirious up. Inside of port, whoa, getting very close to Killer F1. Has to back off, and now he's a little bit too far to attack him. See how Delirious can do in his fight with Marlon. He needs to get by Marlon if he wants to start pushing and catch Dury. Doesn't want his tires to scrub off while he's in the dirty air of Marlon, and it looks like he's going to make the move now. Will Marlon pit? Marlon does pit. Shadow Wolf is right there as well. Unsighted port, not out of sight yet. King Kirk still has to pit. We have a nice 4-way, make that a 5-way battle for the podium. And Dury is right at the head of it. On the hards though, Delirious on mediums. And within 2 seconds, but as far as we can see, Dury is gaining and gaining. Shadow Wolf pushing very hard. Still has a lot of ERS to play with as well, which will come in handy later on. Marlon makes the move on Downward Leaf. King Kirk hops into the pits. Let's see where King Kirk comes out. Well, Brackish is going to sail by him. So is Fantas. Killer F1 getting a wing change. Brutal. Marlon is going to get by both of them. Oh, no. King Kirk is already out. Special Rain now looking to get very close to Hey Ace so he can get the DRS on the next straight. See how his exit is. He might not be close enough to attack here, but he'll be able to get very close to him and make the move on the start-finish straight. Petrol Rain still not even close enough. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Posty and that's downward leaves disconnected driver. Zonic getting close to LDR Redeemer. Zonic can definitely have some fun now. Brackish chasing down Petrol Rain, who's in P6 right now. Petrol Rain very close behind Hey Ace, and he really needs to make this move. The longer he stays behind Ace, the longer Ace's tires will prevail. Got 9 laps left to go. Petrol Rain still with a lot of ERS. Looks like both drivers have a fair amount of ERS left to play with. Oh, Marlon getting a 3-second time penalty. Redeemer gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Petrol Rain still looking to make the move on Hey Ace. They both lock up into turn 1. Petrol Rain gets a good exit, but Hey Ace raises him with an even better one. It's almost like they're in the same party. Just tow me along. Petrol Rain just playing very patient. Gets a good exit here. He is closer. I feel like I'm watching a tag team right now. Shadow Wolf does not want to overtake Ace. Backfish getting a 3-second time penalty. That's 7 laps left to go. It's almost getting to the point where I feel these two are going to just finish like this and toy with me for the rest of the race. I think I'm going to be in for some good racing. Delirious. Trying to get to within a second of Dury. He's not too far off. Sturridge starting to struggle on the hard tire. Delirious on the charge. So both very low on ERS. Turi getting a little bit of gravel. You can definitely feel the pressure of Delirious, championship leader, looking to hunt down some more points. Only for multiple warnings. These mediums are still alive. They round Parabolica. Delirious still about 5/10 behind Dury. He's going to try to drain all of Dury's ERS. Although they're both pretty out of ERS at this point. F1 flies by Money Hustard. That is a lot of straight line speed. So these two still playing tag along. They're catching up to Unsighted Port though, so their teamwork is working out. They've kept the same gap to Brackish, who is now under pressure from King Kirk. He's closed in a lot on him. Dury's still maintaining the gap. Let's see how those time penalties come into effect at the end of the race. King Kirk now, he's on the fresh tires, he's on the softs. Brackish on those old hards. What kind of defense can he put up? Fantastic, getting another 3-second time penalty. King Kirk, look at that drive, look at that speed on those tires. He's got the grip, and he's got it for the rest of the race. He's gonna try to chase down Perpetual Rain and Hey Ace now. Maybe that's who they were game planning for all along, but Hey Ace also now onto the back of Unsighted Port. Money Hustard with a 3-second time penalty. His chances of points are dimming by the second. Unsighted getting a little bit wobbly on the exit. His tires must be shredded. He's going very heavy into his car. He gets a great exit though. He has P4 on his mind. Perpetual Rain. Are they going to make the double overtake here? Perpetual Rain still staying behind. And Hey Ace is going to capitalize with DRS here. As Delirious now, his tires are going away. He's now dropped a full second in the past lap. Perpetual Rain getting by Unsighted Port as well. King Kirk will try to go for P6 on track. P6 definitely in reach for King Kirk. Brackish still sticking around in P8. Back to having no real battles on the track because if you thought this was a battle, you are fooled. It's two just working together the whole race, doing a great job at doing so as well. Kirk now very close to Unsighted Port. He thinks he can definitely have him out of the Lesmos. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Can he make a 3-second gap here just to be safe? Oh, just nearly, but not enough, as Terry might have ran out of gas as well. And Delirious does take the W. Shadow Wolf finishes P3. Hey Ace. Oh, Hey Ace P6. Unsighted Port P4. Perpetual Rain P7. King Kirk P5. They're just everywhere right now. Arrow Brackish P8. Marlin P9. Oh, and when you look at that, Redeemer is lapped and crashes into the wall. Redeemer doing what he does best, Still waiting for Indian Cyclone to cross the finish line, as well as Death Ghost, Downward Leaf, and Tazonic. That's it. So King Kirk still keeping the Mercedes Constructors Championship hopes very well intact. Delirious keeping his championship lead and growing on that as well. Dury with a very impressive performance. Looked great on track, just that one penalty. It's a shame to see somebody lose a race like that. Showed some great pace. So we'll see what he has in the next coming races. We wait for the legendary Tazonic to cross the finish line. He's had a hell of a race, and I'm sure he can't wait to get off and probably go to bed because he's in Britain. Gets driver of the day somehow. Not sure how that happened. Maybe because he just put up with all that crap. Great job by him. Oh, and no wonder he got driver of the day. Tazonic somehow wins the GP. You know, honestly, I could have bet on this before that this was going to happen, because Tazonic is just the most legendary driver in D2. Great to see him in P1 again. This is not the first time. They've all happened the same way. But I thank everyone for joining us. Tazonic with a 34-second lap. That is insane. Finishes 32 seconds ahead of Delirious from 18th on the grid. 4 stops. Are you even human, Tazonic? Delirious P2, Dury P3, Shadow Wolf P4, Unsighted Port P5, King Kirk P6, Hey Ace P7, Perpetual Rain P8, Rakish P9, Marlin P10, Killer P11, P12 for Money Hustard, P13 for Fantas, P14 Cyclone, P15 Death Ghost, P16 Downward Leaf, P17 LDR Redeemer, P18 Night Shrimp, P19 Darky Ghosty, and P20 $10 whole. Felt like 10 whole days ago since he DNF'd on lap 5. Definitely a very exciting race for the first half. And we'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching PPR, everyone.